And what exactly is the mix in Fisher's Mixed Nuts?
Did you know Americans eat 12 pounds of peanuts every year? That's a lot of crunch. Now, if you add pecans, almonds, cashews, and some salty flavor from the Fisher Company, you have one of America's favorite munchable snacks. Take a look.
They're crunchy, they're tasty, and once you start eating them, well, it's almost impossible to stop.
Very fresh, crunchy.
You know, not too many peanuts, got the almonds and cashews.
Why do people like nuts? Oh, nuts are so good.
At Fisher Nuts, they thought a lot about how to mix up an ideal blend of nutty treats, and here's what they came up with.
Pecans, almonds, cashews, Brazil, filbert, and peanuts.
It sounds simple, but these nuts have a long trip to the grocery store shelf. Take the peanuts. They start out in a field in Georgia. Big tractors pull them up and load them into trailers headed for the nearby factory. Each truck holds a whopping 14,000 pounds.
They go through a cleaning process, and then from the cleaning process, they go through a roaster. The roaster has 7 zones, which heats the peanuts up and cools them down, causing an expansion and contraction to separate the skin.
About 10,000 pounds of peanuts take this winding road every hour, shedding their papery red skin along the way.
When they come out to the far end here, these peanuts are taken to Chicago and further roasted.
In Chicago, the peanuts mix up with their partners in the munchable nut mix. But before the nuts get mixed up, they roast each type separately in oil bubbling at nearly 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
The average time in the roasting oil is somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes, depending on the variety, and then it'll be 3 minutes to come through the cooling tower.
Inspectors keep a close eye on the nuts as they pour out of the roaster. Nuts that don't look right don't make the mix. From here, a machine takes over to make sure that every can has the perfect blend.
Peanuts will be roughly 49% of the mix. Cashews will be about 21% of the mix. Almonds are 17% of the mix, and then the others are in the 3 to 4% range.
The nuts come out perfectly mixed, but there's still one more ingredient that makes them addictively munchy. Showers of salt. Fisher goes through almost 3 million pounds of salt every year. An automatic portioner divides this crunchy treat into 12-ounce piles and loads them into cans. Finally, they've earned the name Mixed Nuts. And they can be released on the world in all their munchy, crunchy glory. When we come back, croutons